Welcome, thanks for joining us in this video from poolcenter.com on winterizing. This segment is on how to use an air compressor to blow out your equipment and blow out your plumbing lines so that you're protected during winterization. I'm joined here today with Mike, professional pool man, and what kind of thing you have here, Mike?
We're going to use a 1 horsepower Craftsman air compressor. It's a tankless air compressor. The reason for that is that this builds up pressure at a slower rate, whereas with a tank compressor or a pancake compressor, you've already got to build up the pressure. You have to be careful with that. You don't want to put too much pressure all at once into the system or into the plumbing lines.
And so this air compressor is without the tank, I understand. Could you use an air compressor with the tank?
Yes, you could, but again, you have to be cautious because you've already got a reserve of air built up in that tank. So when you open up the valve to release that air, you're going to get a sudden blast of air. So you do have to be cautious about that.
Definitely. Okay, and what's this over here?
That's our hose. Standard hose comes with any air compressor you buy, standard 1/4 inch fitting, which is going to fit into the 1/4 inch fitting into the pump, because that's where we're going to blow it from.
That's right. So the pump threads are 1/4 inch, just like your standard hose ends.
Correct.
So we're going to connect the hose to the compressor, connect it to the pump, and from there we'll be able to blow out the suction side, the pipes coming in, all the equipment, the pumps, the filters, the heater.
Correct.
And then back to the pool. Blow out the returns and plug them up, right?
Correct. Okay, I've already taken the water, drained the water out of the pump. I've removed the basket. Now I'm going to remove the front plug, which is on the suction side of the pump. And I'm going to go ahead and install the air hose, which is going to thread right into that same opening. Again, no special adapter needed. Threads right in. And take the other end of the air compressor hose, put it onto the air compressor, and we're ready to go. Okay, we've got air running through the whole system now, and the first place that it starts to come out is going to be at the skimmer. Alright, we've got some air coming through the lines now, but what I got to do, as you can see, water is being pushed out by that compressor bubbling up here at the skimmer. I've got to drain the skimmer to get all that water out of there. So the easiest way to do that is using this particular bilge pump. The compressor is building up pressure in these plumbing lines, and it's pushing the water back up, out through the, in this case, the skimmers first. I've got to plug these off now. After I plug off this skimmer, the deep end skimmer will also start to bubble up and blow out.
Now we see the Polaris line blowing out.
Polaris line's blown out. You go ahead and cap it and pop it. Let it build up some pressure. Okay, I've opened up the return lines. Now we've got water going through the pump, the filter, the heater, and we're pushing out through the return lines where it's coming back to the pool. This pool's got 3 returns, so if this one blew first, I'm going to go ahead and plug this off, and then we'll move down to the deep end where the other return lines are. And you can see we've got water coming out through this return. Plugging it off. We've got one more return on that far wall. Alright, we've sealed off all the lines back at the pool except for one line, which is the bottom drain, and if you look down there you'll see that we're pushing air through that bottom drain. What I'm going to do now is walk back by where the valves are and close that bottom